Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matt, reporting for the Sin Bin, the best damn hockey show on all of YouTube. So, I know I have a lot of new subscribers due to a Mike Bathcock video that just exploded. First of all, I appreciate the support. For you new viewers, in case you don't know me, well, obviously my name is Matt. I'm a hockey fan, like all of us, right? And I like to make hockey videos, talk about things that pass through my head, and state my opinion. And you guys, you're encouraged to comment along, you're encouraged to drop a like, and subscribe to my channel to keep the content going. Now, today, what's passing through my mind is the New Jersey Devils. So, before the start of the season, I was convinced that the New Jersey Devils were going to be a surprise team. After a lackluster campaign last year, they had a lot of additions. They added PK Subban, who 2-3 years ago was a very capable defenseman. Now, some of that has faded away along the years with Nashville being lost in the depth line. But I thought that with a new team like the Devils, where he's up front and center, and you know Subban, he likes the attention, he likes the limelight, I thought he was going to thrive. Second, they got a healthy Taylor Hall. Granted, if he can stay healthy, I mean, a league MVP, that's not going to hurt. They also got Nikita Gusev, and first overall pick, Jack Hughes. I mean, I was convinced this team was going to be a surprise, and they were going to play well, and they were going to win games. And what's happened? The complete opposite. As of the recording of this video, the Devils stand at 0-6. 0 wins and 6 losses. And trust me, some of those losses were ugly. We're talking about 4 goals leads being blown. Wow. Taylor Hall leads the team with 1 goal and 4 assists. No, not surprisingly. 5 points in 6 games. Not bad. Jack Hughes, currently at the time of this recording, has 0 goals and 0 assists in 6 games. Am I worried about this for Jack Hughes? That the fact that he has 0 goals and 0 assists, and I think he has a plus minus. Well, I'm not really worried. If you guys followed my channel for a good amount of time, I don't remember what's the video that I stated it in, but I said don't be surprised if Jack Hughes does not start the season well. Don't be surprised if Kaapo Kakko looks like the better pick in the first half of the season. Why? He already has an adult body, Kaapo Kakko. He already has weight and height to him. So that makes the transition from Finland to the NHL much smoother. Jack Hughes, he's more of a little person. He only stands at 5'10", and he's not very heavy. I'm not saying that little people can't thrive. I call them little people, but they're probably taller than me. I'm only 5'9". I'm not saying that little people can't thrive in the NHL. He can absolutely thrive with that body and that weight. However, there is a little period where he's going to have to adapt. A little transition period. And that's what he's going through right now, and that's why he has 0 goals and 0 assists. I gotta be blunt, I had to drop him in my fantasy league. I drafted him quite high, actually. I thought he was going to be a surprise. He's kind of been lackluster so far. Did you guys see that game where he almost scored and he ended up saving his own shot? I mean, he was visibly frustrated. And you gotta imagine the Devils as a whole, they're pretty frustrated. I mean, there was this tweet that went along. There was a rumor that the whole Devils coaching staff got fired. They later found out that that was a hoax, but still, the Devils coaching staff, you gotta think, with all of the talent and all of the new additions on their team, you gotta think that they're at risk here. They're on the hot seat. Because so far with their record, they're not wowing anyone. Let me just add, when it comes to Hall, when it comes to Hughes, when it comes to the whole Devils team, let's keep in mind it's been 6 games. I know that it's a cliche at this point, but the St. Louis Blues did turn things around only in the later part of the season last year. 6 games in the grand scheme of things, in an 82-game season, that is nothing. That is a pimple on the face of the universe. 6 games is nothing. I mean, hell, after I upload this video, they can go and win 16 games in a row. And then will I look dumb? Now, I just wanted to look at this Devils team and explain what exactly has gone wrong. Because I do think there are reasons why they haven't been performing that well. But first, I just want to explain how important it is that the Devils do perform this year. Not because I'm a Devils fan, I don't hate them, I don't like them, I'm kind of indifferent towards them. But if you're a Devils fan, you want your team to perform this year for two reasons, or two words I should say. Taylor Hall. Now, Taylor Hall, we all know it's his contract season. After this season, his contract expires, and he's going to hit the free agent market looking for new deals. Now, if you're the Devils, no offense to New Jersey, okay? No offense to New Jersey. I have a lot of family members in New Jersey. My co-host is from New Jersey. But New Jersey, it's not Tampa Bay here. It's not Florida. I don't see, free agents dying to go to New Jersey. It's not like they're saying, you know what, Hoboken, I love Hoboken. No, it's not like a huge touristy place to attract players, that type of stuff. It's not. So if the Devils want to keep Taylor Hall, they have to do it through their play. They have to play some good hockey to convince him to stay. And what do I mean by that? I think that it's fair to say that if they don't make the playoffs and they don't at least win a round or two to convince Taylor Hall that there's something there in New Jersey, he's probably going to hit the free agent market. There's probably some team out there who's going to be crazy enough to offer him, $20 million, and he's going to go with them. I know that he's shown some signs of wanting to leave New Jersey, so that's why I'm saying it's really important that they win. Okay? Now, we know that they're 0-6. What explains this reason? Well, I compiled 3 different reasons of this lackluster start, of this very disappointing start. Apart from them and the Dallas Stars, I don't think there's any more disappointing teams. Well, we talked about all of the new players, right? Now, when you get a team with a lot of new players, the big ones being, PK Subban, Nikita Gusev, Jack Hughes, it's going to take some time for that team to mesh. They can't automatically come together and produce magic. So, I think that these first 6 games, that's kind of that meshing time. They're going to have some time, they're going to need to mesh, and who knows, halfway through the season, I think we're going to see a much better Devils team. Second of all, and this is most importantly, I remember one of the bigger trades, one of the bigger blockbusters in recent memory while I was watching hockey is when the Vancouver Canucks shipped Corey Schneider to the Devils. At the time, Corey Schneider was viewed as being a really, really good young goalie, and many people said that the Devils got a steal. His first few years with the Devils were very encouraging. A lot of people were saying what people say about Carey Price, for instance, that he's a really good goalie, he's played well, but the team was shit. Now, as times have gone on, the flip-flop seems to have happened. The team has become better, and Corey Schneider's performance has just gone down the drain. I mean, I feel for this guy, and not just because he's a redhead. I'm sorry to all my redhead fans. I'm no Brad Pitt myself. But Schneider's goals against average thus far in the season is 4.08. 4 goals a game. So, go figure. The Devils, on average, need to score 5 goals to win a game. That's not good. His save percentage is 0.876. It's also not good. Patrick Raw once said, if you want to be an elite goalie in this league, we're looking at a 0.92. So, it's not cutting it for Corey Schneider. I think that the goaltending, and I've watched some of the Jersey Devil games, and some of those goals are just softies, flat out giving away the puck. I think if they want to win, either Corey Schneider has to play better, or they need to find a new goalie. They need to find a team and a dance partner who's willing to give them a good goalie if they want to make a playoff run, if they want to keep Taylor Hall. Another thing, and this is also quite a big one, coaching. Now, coaching is very important in hockey, we all know that, but in some of these losses that the Devils suffered, the lack of good coaching has been very apparent. Let's take, for instance, the first game that they played this year. They were leading Winnipeg by a score of 4-0. I remember Jake was texting me saying, man, this Blake Coleman scored an amazing goal. Man, this Devils team, they look amazing. And then what happens? Winnipeg scores 5 goals. They end up making a humongous comeback. So, I know that a lot of that is the team's fault, the players' fault. But when you drop a 4-0 lead, and there's been many other games where the Devils has dropped a sizable lead. I think that some of that goes on the coaching. I think that John Hines is a very capable coach in this league, but he just has to find a better way to rally his troops and make them not panic. If it's 4-0 and they get scored on, hey boys, this isn't a big deal. Let's keep working, let's go get another one. Because dropping leads like that late in a game, it reflects very poorly on the coach. I think that a change of coach wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for this team, but we'll see moving forward. And to finish in this video, what's next for the Jersey Devils? What's next for them? So as I alluded to, 6 games, let's not freak out here. Let's not freak out. There's still 82 games, granted. These points, they accumulate at the end of the season. They pile up. So the fact that they haven't really been able to get a lot of points yet, that's a little troubling. That's a little troubling. They always say that at American Thanksgiving, that's pretty much when you know which teams are going to make it and which teams are not going to make it. I think that they should have a serious meeting in the locker room, and they should find ways to win games here. Now, as I said, I'm not really a Devils fan. My co-host Jake, he's a pretty huge Devils fan, and I really wanted to know what his thoughts on the whole Devils situation was. And I asked him, why do you think that the Devils aren't doing good this season? And let's see his reply.
Okay, why do the Devils suck? It's simple. Goaltending. Goaltending's been their Achilles heel since Martin Brodeur left. That's not the only reason. I think they're not really listening to the coach. I think maybe there's just there's a pairing problem. There's the defense is getting beat. I think there's a problem also with conditioning, because they've given up at least 2 games that they should have won. They've given up 4-goal leads, the first game and also the game against Florida. So I think that has a lot to do with conditioning and goaltending, and the coach not really, getting to the players. That's all.
There you have it, from the horse's mouth himself. Sorry, no offense there calling you a horse. But those are kind of some of my thoughts on why the New Jersey Devils have had such a disappointing start to the season so far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you agree, tell me why. If you disagree, also tell me why. Again, guys, I appreciate all the support and all of the new subs. Make sure to like this video and share it with all of your friends. And as per usual, my name is Matt. Keep your stick on the ice.